Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first unit of English 101. I am making this video today to go over a little bit about what we're going to cover in this unit and the essay you're going to write. So this week you are reading three essays by Malcolm X, Frederick Douglass, and Sherman Alexie, and they are all focused on how these authors learn to read and write and the role that literacy, the ability to read and write, plays in their lives. It's a really powerful component that many of us take for granted, that we've been reading and writing for as long as we can remember. It's just something we do. But realizing now that literacy actually plays a very powerful role in our lives. And so our first assignment is a literacy narrative. The essays you read this week are literacy narratives by those famous authors. And then next week, you are going to write your own literacy narrative. So on the screen here, I have the prompt pulled up, which is posted under week 1, talking about the expectations and what you need to do. So literacy narrative. Literacy is the ability to read and write. Narrative is telling a story. So this is going to be a first person nonfiction narrative about the stories of you learning to read and write from childhood to adulthood. Now I have a lot of students that go, I can't remember learning to read. That was so long ago. Sometimes they call up a parent or an aunt or uncle or a guardian that had that influence on them. So you don't always have to be exact and true, but just your recollections of it. And the narrative is a story, so we want to make sure that you're including details and description and dialogue. Put me or put your reader into that scene. Let us feel it, see it, experience it the way you did. And so instead of writing a summary, first I learned to read, then I learned to write, blah, 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 you're going to write a series of moments around your literacy. So perhaps this is remembering your mom reading you a story every night before bed. Maybe it's getting your first library card. Maybe it's something not so positive, like the first bad grade you got on a writing assignment in school. And so you're going to piece together some of those instrumental moments telling the story of how you learned to read and write. So you can review the prompt here, and if you scroll down, you'll see the requirements. This is going to be MLA format, 4 to 5 pages, strong details, imagery, and dialogue, which are components we will be learning about this week in our reading. And then the rubric that I'll be grading this on. So this week, we are reading literacy narratives for inspiration and understanding and comprehension. And next week, we are crafting our own literacy narrative. The rough draft is going to be due next week, and then I give feedback on every single rough draft, and then your final draft at the end of next week. So those dates are all posted in the syllabus and course calendar, and I look forward to seeing you online.